Hi, my dear friends, how are you doing? So, finally, the day is here where we will be starting our recording for paper number 6 IBS. So, all of us are here. So, sir, just want to say hi to my Chinmay sir and Tarundra sir are here. So, guys, so the reason, first of all, why there was a slight delay in the classes was because we were really waiting for the CA Institute to release the case studies and the material. If you go to the institute website, there are two things. One, it says module 1, it says it's coming soon. When it's coming, God only knows, so you leave that. The next is the case studies. 8 case studies have been released, so we have studied that thoroughly to understand what type of questions may come. This, apart from that, we also have a compendium of the previous years and some from other sources. We have collected few case studies. Based off of that, we are going to be discussing. So initially, we are going to record whatever case studies that the institute has given for the May and November 24 examinations for this paper number 6. And we did an initial analysis, and there we understood that since paper number 6 is in group number 2, which has DT and IDT, predominantly the questions are coming from DT and IDT. Of course, there are questions from FR, there are questions from AFM, very few questions from auditing. And as far as SCMP is concerned, till now, at least in the case studies that we have seen, there is almost nothing from SCMP. But nevertheless, of course, it will be there in the case studies going ahead. So there are a few doubts, queries, etc., which we have been speaking to students. Tarun sir will throw more light on that with respect to what queries, that genuine questions that the students have and how we are going to address. And all of us are going to address how exactly to prepare for this subject and how to follow our classes. So this is an interactive session. Over to you, Tarun sir.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Hello, friends. Welcome you all for this paper 6 IBS discussion. So already we posted a demo video as to how it is going to be like, but there was a considerable gap. So because already Punarvas sir has explained the reason, and I'm also having Chinmay sir with me. So some of the students over the past, when I have interacted with them, so they said, sir, we studied group 1 long back, and now only we are appearing for group 2 in the new syllabus. And as we are forced by the ICI to convert from November 23 to May 24 in new syllabus, so we don't have the parallel attempts. So due to that reason, so some of the questions what students have asked me, so rather than me myself completely answering it, so I wanted to ask these two gentlemen over here. So first questions are whoever said. So like law, like somewhere 2 attempts before or 3 attempts before, they have appeared to group 1.
Yes, sir.
They completed group 1, and now because of some reasons they are appearing in May 2024 new syllabus. That too in IBS they have to.
Correct.
And as we all know that in IBS we have law also. So now what is that the student should do?
Yes, sir. So well, it's a very valid point, sir, and which the students have raised. So as far as law is concerned, my dear friends, we will be uploading a marathon video, which is a thorough revision of all the concepts. See, your institute does not expect you to know everything, but but you should know something of all the subjects for sure. And all the important concepts you should definitely know before writing this particular paper. So validly, you would have written your first group many years ago. Some of them have written many years ago actually, or many months ago. So the thing is, yes, so we will be uploading. As far as law and direct taxes are concerned, I would be uploading in the Google Drive itself, marathon sessions. It will be around 10 to 15 hours video. If you just go through that, that is more than sufficient to attend this paper, because that is a revisionary thing which you need to attend, and then you can watch the case studies, no problem. A few case studies you can just watch initially just to get a feel of it, and then you can go back to the revision videos and do. So as far as law and direct taxes are concerned, that will be handled. Auditing, if you see wherever these concepts, very few concepts are asked. So that's why all the important concepts will be, recording one more short video, which will cover all the important areas of auditing, which may be asked in the IBS exam. Apart from that, whenever we are doing the classes anyway, when we are doing the sessions, we will be discussing a certain auditing concepts. So those are related to law, DT, and auditing. Sir, what about IDT, sir?
Yes,
IDT and SCMP.
Yes, guys. So therefore, you got your answer. Like in this Google Drive itself, so there will be a separate folder for revision. In that revision, so there will be subject-wise folders. In that, there will be revisionary videos of Punarvas sirs for law, DT, and audit to some extent important concept. Then my IDT, so will also be there as a separate folder. and even SCMP also, like audit only.
Some
Because of what I have seen 8 case studies, SCMP we don't have any question to.
correct.
But maybe it
Yeah.
could come. So those related concepts, we will definitely do the revision and upload it in the same way.
Yes, sir.
And over to Chinmay sir. Yes, sir. Chinmay sir, the same concern they have for FR and SFM because it comes in group 2. See, if the student is in group 2, if he is writing, no issue, sir. Because DT is preparing, IDT is preparing. So naturally, IBS, it will come. But group 1, they would have studied like 2 years, 3 years before also. Now, what is it they need to do for FR and SFM?
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. So you're talking about 2 years, 2 weeks, 2 months or whatever before. Remember that FR is paper 1 and we are discussing about paper 6. So it's first paper to last paper itself is a long journey. Because the habit of students generally is once you go to the exam hall, you write it and you forget it. Then you move to, it's like have a breakup and move on in life. But no longer you have that choice that you need to know at least a little bit of pieces of all the subjects. And there's a common saying that if you say I know everything, it actually means you know nothing. So when we talk about paper 6, is it possible to know all the remaining subjects 100%? Practically, we have to understand the answer is no. So what we have to prepare in a way in which it is practical enough and realistic enough so that you know the essence of all the subjects and you can present it in a holistic manner. So as far as the FR is concerned, you know, it is typically completely full of one side will say consolidation, the other side I will say it is just the Ind AS, accounting standards. So that's the essence. If you are able to follow, of course, revision videos we will be uploading it, but anyway we'll share the charts. So if you can just look at those charts, have a quick revision of it, and Ind AS if you have in the consolidation if you have to follow, your FR is taken care. As far as AFM is concerned, they are technical heavy subjects. You need to follow the revision videos more carefully. But again, you are not required to solve the problems on like derivatives or forex for you to write the paper 6. It is not required.
Okay.
So you should know, okay, mutual funds means, okay, these terms will come.
Basically the concept.
Yes, we'll talk about that. So as much as possible, if you have a basic idea, you can comfortably handle the FR AFM part in tips.
Super. So that's what guys, so like all the subjects wherein FR, SFM, law, group 1, including the auditing. So revision videos will be there, but auditing only the concept wise videos. And in group 2, anyhow, you are preparing for DT, IDT. So you will be learning in depth all the chapters in that. But even for that also, we will be uploading the revision. So for DT and IDT, as well as for the SCMP, few concepts. So the revision videos will be uploaded. So that's the information about the revision for all the 7 subjects. Now, let's come to this timeline. So we need to commit as to the timeline. So what is the feeling, sir? Like the students have another doubt, like should we watch the revision first and then listen to the case study discussion, or can we listen to the case study discussion and then do the revision? So they need some light on that. So you can.
Yeah, so what I would recommend students is, I presumably assume, like you can differ with me, that you have some decent idea of all the remaining subjects. Then only this subject even you should even attempt it after covering the basic details. So I would recommend first you go through the revision materials of whatever we share. If you're able to have some sort of confidence in that, yes, I'm able to find that these areas are familiar. Again, I use the word familiar. It does not mean you need to know every section by section or problem by problem. So if you have got some sort of confidence by reading the revision material, I would say you are ready for paper 6. But when you read that revision material, if you feel that, okay, you lack quite a few knowledge there, then I would recommend watch the revision videos, whichever the subject you want. Again, I'm stressing on that because this is a culmination of many subjects. So don't expect to watch each and every question revision videos and then come to paper 6. So step 1, read the revision material. Step 2, identify the areas where you feel you are lacking. Watch those videos and then you come to this, because when we cover topics, we will not be just reading question and answer. We will be talking about those areas as well. So that itself is a revision for you.
Correct.
So follow these things. Don't follow one approach does not suit for all. So choose which is more suitable for you.
So I'll put it in a simple way, sir. Let's divide this into two. Group 2, Group 1. Group 2, guys, you please complete your DT lectures, IDT lectures. Anyhow, you are appearing for Group 2. You have to read these two subjects.
Right.
So please complete DT. So you can watch Punarvas sir's regular batch or exam oriented batch, whatever it is. Same way IDT, my regular batch, exam oriented batch. Now that DT, IDT, you are thorough. So you don't have to depend on the revision. Because you are writing Group 2, am I right, sir?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
So you are writing Group 2.
Yeah.
So therefore these two subjects anyhow you will be preparing. And revision videos, you don't have to bother about this. But we will give you the revision videos for this. And as there are many amendments for May 24 exam, we need to do the new recording for DT-IDT, because DT-IDT you buy the lectures, please. And so that it will be easy for you to watch IBS. That is one thing. But we will definitely assure that we will be providing you the revision lectures as and when we do the recording, we will upload that then. So then we don't have to bother anything about Group 2.
Correct.
When it comes to Group 1, like how Chinmay sir said, so FR, SFM and law, these three subjects, revision videos will be uploaded ASAP. Along with the revision notes will be given to you. And either you watch revision notes first and then revision videos, or revision videos first and then watch the revision notes, or parallelly you do that, so that once you are able to understand that, then start doing the case study discussion. So start listening to the case study discussion. Correct, sir?
Yes.
This is what I can put it in a
Perfect.
crystal way.
Perfect.
So that, guys, if you are purchasing this paper 6 video lectures and you are thinking that, okay, I will watch this and learn DT-IDT, you are making a biggest blunder.
100%.
You should not do that. So how you can buy one lecture and complete all the subjects in that lecture itself? So practically it is not going to work out that way. So the assumption here is that you are having an idea of the subject, then only paper 6. Then here comes the next question, sir. Some of the students, I don't know who told them, but there is a misconception in many students. Like I will first give Group 2 attempt. I'm talking about new syllabus, those who completed intermediate, latest intermediate. So they are telling like, I will write Group 2 first because Group 2 has taxes. I'll write Group 2 first and then I go for Group 1 in the next attempt. So now, what is it we are going to tell to them, sir? Because this is a good question. Many students ask me, sir, I'll go for Group 2 first.
Correct.
But they don't have any idea about FR and SFM. Any idea. So just the intermediate knowledge. Now, can we suggest them to go for Group 2?
It is possible. I'm not denying that it is impossible, but it would be slightly difficult because the level of expectation is different.
Yes.
So with your knowledge on accounting standards and financial management, audit, law of your intermediate syllabus, you will be able to apply with reasonable logic even these questions. But there is a chance that I would not recommend you to take, because only when you know you can write it confidently.
So I am on the same page with you, sir. I am on. What about
Because
you?
law, anyway, you can watch the marathon video, but then FRS, AFM, I feel you require in-depth knowledge to at least be able to write a few questions on these questions.
Sir, even SFM, sir. Sorry to say, sir, Inter FM is no way connected to final SFM, sir.
No,
They don't know what is portfolio management also.
it is not, but the reason why these questions, whatever I saw, it's more on application based. They are not asking on numerical based.
Correct.
So you'll be able to face it.
But psychologically, the moment they see this alpha, beta, or derivatives, they might not. So guys, what
would happen then is you will pass 2 paper, then it will become next attempt 3 Group 1 plus 1 of
Plus one.
so that we will not recommend. So because see, we are concerned about your success rather than saleability of our lectures.
Very true.
We don't want you to fail and again buy our lectures. That's not the intention. If you really need that money, we will earn in different ways. So please don't do that for the sake of selling the lectures. Maybe some other faculties might be doing this. So we don't want to recommend. Please go for group 1, finish it, and then write the group 2. This is for the newly writing students. So this is the suggestion.
Perfect.
We three together can give.
100%.
And Chinmay sir's like FR lectures and SFM lectures are also there. You can see his demo videos. You like it, you subscribe to it, you purchase it, and then you can complete your group 1 and then come to group 2, boss. That is only suggestible for you. If you are taking a 1 year time and preparing parallel all the subjects, okay, no issue. Like say for example, May 24, fully their time is only in preparation. Or November 24, mix and match articleship and preparation, then you can take this chance.
Correct.
Because you will complete the lectures, but you can write only one group, but you have to complete the lectures. Can we put this way, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to write the exam, but
you
at
can
least
prepare.
you should prepare for FR, SFM, and then go for group 2 also, it's okay. But without having prior knowledge of FR and SFM, so it's not advisable to write group 2, especially because of the IBS paper.
Perfect, sir.
Yes.
And anyway, we have it in the self-paced module. So even these discussions will also help
Yes.
in the
And one more-
SCMP and law
Correct,
self-paced online module paper.
One more good news is that for May 24, they don't have to write the self-paced
Self-paced.
module
Yeah.
before writing the
Right.
exam.
It's right after.
So
the
May 24, they can complete. After exam also, they can do self-paced, because self-paced, there is no clarity yet
Correct.
as to whether it is home-based or a center-based.
Institute only doesn't know.
Doesn't know.
Yeah.
Institute
They are
only
also
doesn't
learning.
know. So they are also learning. Maybe because of the compulsion from Nirmala ma'am, maybe they would have added this self-paced module.
Right, right.
So even
Only
I say,
difference is if you go wrong, you have one attempt, but if they go wrong, then you have one more attempt.
so that's what. And therefore, guys, as you are saved from writing this self-paced module for May 24, and you will be writing only after exam.
Yeah.
But even nevertheless, you have to revise the law, because we have seen all the case studies where they are touching upon the law portion. Maybe it's an intermediate law plus revision of law will help them.
Yes, sir. Because now, I mean, whatever questions I have seen, they are asking little tricky questions in law only.
Okay.
That is final law.
Final.
But without intermediate knowledge, you can't write that. Because in one of the questions I asked about dividend, if there in inter, and suddenly they connected to CA final.
Yeah.
So
No, sir. What I am asking is like intermediate I have studied
plus the revision.
plus the revision.
Perfect.
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 Enough.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the answers, guys. So therefore, hope all the answers for your queries are clarified. And now, so I am moving on to Chinmay sir, because Chinmay sir wanted to share with you as to a kind of Google sheet that he has prepared, so as to while reading the or learning the case studies, what is it you need to do, the approach to the subject, etc. and all. So sir is going to share. Yes, over to Chinmay sir.
So we are going to share the Google Sheet with you, but I'll give you the reason behind it and how you should be able to make use of it.
Sorry to interrupt. Before, I mean, he tells that, I want to share one thing which, I mean, probably now you know everything and why you should follow his advice. Because Chinmay sir, I have known him since almost 15, 20, how many years?
Yeah.
15 years plus now. But the thing is, he plans his entire thing really well, and you can see the sheet that he has created. Even I was, very impressed by the same. It had made our life also easy. I just want to share with you that he is a multiple All India rank holder at all 3 levels. So that means something, right? There's very, very few people in the whole of the country to get All India rank at all 3 levels, right? So the thing is, he always used to have that methodology of condensing everything and studying the gist, the most important core aspects of each concept. So this approach, I would suggest you blindly follow what he's trying to tell. And of course, we'll all align to the same methodology anyway. So that is how it is. And even Tarun sir is he doesn't tell it at all, but he's a rank holder in CMA, All India rank 1, sir.
Yes.
Yes, All India rank 1. He'll never share that anywhere. So yes, so we have rank holders sitting here, guys. So approach, definitely you need to follow their approach. It will really help. So over to you, sir.
So yeah, we are rank holders, but when we wrote the exam, if
Yeah,
this paper 6 was there, we don't know. So thankfully we became faculties. So you also passed the exam before new things comes. So there's a saying that nobody plans to fail, but most people fail to plan itself. So you would have found that challenging on, of course, the subject, each level CA is challenging, content is big, and how do you control yourself on one day before exams?
Right.
That is where I've seen most students break down, because the moment you see the volume of one day before exam, you lose the confidence, and then it's very difficult to get it back. And now we are talking about all the subjects on one day before exam. That is again, the challenge is more compounding in nature. So what I suggest is you should plan for what you should read a day before exam. You can't leave it for, okay, let me go with the flow on day before exam. That will not happen. So I have recommended this. You can also come up with your own formats, and if you come up with anything new, let us know. We can also share with the larger set. So this is what I have shared. So if you look at the Google Sheet, it has case study on one, case study 1, 2, 3, and for each case study a question number. And against any question number, you can have a DT comment, IDT comment, FR comment, and SFM comment. We have written what we have for our reference. But what you want to do, or what I expect you to do is, like for example, you have come up with question on FR telling that it is a problem related to, let's say, on liabilities and obligations. You read the question, put a comment about contingent liabilities, focusing on possible cases to be settled. You keep it very brief so that it should not be in detail. You can't write an answer here, but by reading that, you should be able to recollect whatever the question and whatever the concept. Both you should be able to recollect. So on one day before exam, especially for this paper, instead of reading all the case laws, whatever you have, because reading it takes so much of time, you can come to this comment section. If you read that comment, point 1, the concept you can revise, and point 2, you'll be able to recollect the case study also. So you understand the human brain is always connected like that, neural network. When you tell something, it always gets connected to something else. Like even now I remember the Cricket World Cup match between India and Australia in 2003, because next day was my SSLC 10th standard exam.
Yeah.
Monday and Sunday was the match. So when you connect these two things, you always remember. Similarly, when you read this comment, you'll be able to recollect the case study, but you cannot remember the entire case study. But by connecting the points like this, your revision can be more effective. So make use of this sheet, and make sure as and when you write or read any case study, come and update it here, so that you also have a practice of writing as and when you read something.
Yes.
That makes you focus on rather than diversing on material.
So to add it further, what I personally feel is that we will add few comments in this. We will share the sheet with you all, and we will keep it like an open Excel sheet. So we will not convert it into any PDF.
Yes.
So that if they want to add also some points, let them add.
No,
in
we
that.
will make it into read only,
Yeah.
so that they can copy into their sheet and they can,
edit.
however they
They
want.
can edit. But we will write our few points.
Our points will be visible to you, but
Yes.
your points will not be visible to anybody
to us.
else.
Yes. And you can take it like a sheet. We will give it like a normal Excel sheet. And thereafter, any points that you need to write in this, you write. So as and when we complete the discussion, so we will share this Excel sheet with you. So you can also add few points. Maybe if you are following some book, you can give the reference.
Yeah.
So page number so and so of that book you can refer. So this sheet, one day before the exam you revise, plus
And
you can
also
carry it to the exam hall.
Correct.
Maybe the same similar case study comes, so you will know which page you need to refer in the book, and you can just make it. So you make it like a index sheet.
Correct.
Index sheet, so that will definitely help you. So whatever case studies we are discussing, we will update all these case studies. Even as we have just started this as a brick model, so let's paste it to a greater extent by adding some more things also.
Sure.
Like the gist, whatever to the extent possible, make it appealable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to the students also.
Done.
Yes. And the final the query here to Punarvas sir is that, sir, why should we purchase this Google Drive lectures? Can't we do the self preparation on our own? So because we are purchasing all the lectures and we are subscribing to all the lectures, and